So I haven't posted a video in a long time. I've been kind of, staying in, not doing as much dirt biking as I had been. It's wintertime here in Southern California. And also I've kind of picked up another hobby, again with the whole kind of finding neutral theme, trying to, find many activities that help, relax me and then, help me deal with life, I guess. Keep a distraction, I guess. A distraction in life for the better. I picked up ham radio. As you can see, all these books I have laid out here. I use the ARRL ham radio license manual. This is for the technician exam, to study and take my technician level license. Then after that, I use this ARR general class license manual to study and take the general class license. Now I'm working on extra class, which is this extra class manual here, and that's the last and final license that that you can, I guess, work towards. I got this other book. It's just Ham Radio for Dummies, which is kind of a nice read. Just gives me extra information on ham radio. Pretty good book. I'm on the ARRL website. I think it's American Amateur Radio Association. There's a lot of information online that you can use as I've been going through this, because I didn't really know anything about ham radio until I started. I picked up a radio, my first radio, a Baofeng UV5R for VHF and UHF, and then later got into high frequency, which is my ICOM 7300 with a tuner attached. You can see that's the power source right there. If I'm a little bit jittery, it's because I've over-caffeinated myself. But this has been a fun hobby getting into. I'm learning a lot. There's so much you can expand on into. So if you're looking for a hobby to get into, possibly, I'm already down the rabbit hole with this hobby already. But if you're looking for a hobby to get into, ham radio is a pretty fun hobby. You can use hours and hours of your time, especially during COVID. If you're just sitting around doing nothing, may as well be studying for something, looking forward to something, at least ham radio wise. I'm going to post another video here attached to this of the antenna that I've built. I'll show you some specs of it. Actually, I'll just do that right now. Lock out here. I built an antenna here that is for 40 and 20 meters so far, which I can change out these antennas, and it just gave me a little shock. I can change out those antennas to change what frequency band I'm using. I just built this out of PVC from Home Depot, and as you can see, I'm down the rabbit hole with this hobby already. I've already invested a pretty substantial amount of money. I'm looking at this as a hobby that I can do for the rest of my life. Something, if I'm bored, I can spark up the radio and check out the airwaves. I've so far been able to contact Kentucky, Louisiana, Florida, and then Germany. So I'm in San Diego here, and my antenna is facing dead east. That's east right there. I've been able to contact all those countries, even pulled a Jamaican station. It's just a really cool hobby to know that you can actually go thousands and thousands and thousands of miles, or around the world with a radio signal. But it all starts here. It starts with taking your exam to get your license. And what's really nice is with this book, it's about $30, and then this Baofeng UV5R, that's only about $22 online. I upgraded the antenna for $16.99 to a longer antenna that works better. But really for what, 30 bucks, 20 bucks, 50 bucks plus that, let's say $70, you can get into ham radio with this Baofeng UV5R radio. It'll get you on very high frequency and ultra high frequency. I later got into the high frequency, which is my rig right here that you can kind of hear. That was a little more expensive. That's where I had to, build the antenna, buy the equipment, buy the antenna tuner, buy this digital power supply, which this is the reason why I got my general exam license, so I can use the airwaves more thoroughly than just with the technician level. So once I start studying and I take my extra class, I'll be fully licensed and I can utilize all the amateur bands, which the exams aren't that bad. They're not that hard. In these manuals, they actually give you all the questions and all the answers that they randomly select. So if you study all the questions thoroughly, either by using this book or using a app that they have available. There's multiple apps available that help you study. It's a pretty easy accomplishment to read the book, study the materials, and take the exam. It's not very stressful. It's kind of fun, actually. And it's a gateway to a hobby that legitimately you can go down the rabbit hole and you can fully invest. There's even social networking through this. There's groups that meet up, there's clubs, there's different activities like distance radio and scavenger hunts where you find a transmitter using a directional antenna. There's even the ability to bounce the radio signal off the moon and back to Earth. Like basically the opportunities are endless with this hobby. And it's something that you can do well into your yesteryears because it's not physically demanding. Doesn't take that much space up, and it's really cool because you can go down these different tangents, like antenna design. For example, antenna design is something that you could be working on for years. For example, when I built my antenna, that's the first antenna that I built out of PVC, but I didn't know what I was doing. I just followed the examples online and instructions online and got myself into it, and now I'm listening to the airwaves thousands of miles away. So if you're interested, this is definitely a hobby that would kind of help you, I guess, find neutral, as in find something that can take the edge off of life, use it as a distraction, make life happier, make life more fun, more exciting. Ham radio is a great hobby to get into, and I don't think you'll be disappointed. Just start with getting your technician license, and start with a simple radio like a Baofeng UV5R. It's minimal investment and it's the gateway to the hobby. Thank you for watching. I hope this helps you out with your search to find more hobbies and activities to get into. I'll try to post more in the future as I get into this more and start expanding more into ham radio. So thank you for watching and have a nice day.